You are not who you think you are. The biggest surprise of my 30 days detox wasn't that I eliminated bad habits. It was that I discovered capacities I never knew existed. And I thought I needed junk food to function. I didn't. I thought I'll collapse without 9 hours of sleep, thrive on 6. I thought I needed constant stimulation. I crave silence now. But here's what actually happened. My limitations were assumptions and not facts. For years, I operated from a small self-concept. I am the type of person that, then followed by a whole lot of weaknesses I'd accepted as permanent. The detox didn't change me. It revealed me. Beneath the noise of numbing dopamine was someone with the focus to work for hours without distraction, the discipline to walk 10,000 steps while brainstorming, then creativity to turn limitation into content, capacity to choose discomfort over convenience, the aliveness to feel wonder again. You're not the tired, distracted, and overwhelmed person that you see in the mirror. You're a godlike creator buried under a lifelong medication. The detox doesn't make you into someone new. It strips away everything holding you from becoming who you really are. By the way, this is a good time to subscribe to this channel. If you want to listen to more of this kind of self-awareness talk, life-changing stories, it's a good time to hit the subscribe button and share. The wonder reset what you are actually chasing. Let me be honest about what this is really about. Everyone frames dopamine detox as productivity, focus, discipline, optimization. That's not what I did. I wanted to feel alive again. I wanted the childlike nature back. That feeling of waking up excited, of seeing possibilities instead of obligation, of seeing depth instead of surface level stimulation. My life was losing its zest. Dark circles, exhaustion, thrill seeking without meaning, going through a motion of existing without actually living. The porn, the scrolling, the tutorials, the mindless consumption, it wasn't making me happy. It was medicating unhappiness. Every dopamine hit was a small death. Every cheap thrill was stealing my capacity for genuine joy. Here's what I discovered. Wonder comes when you stop medicating and you start experiencing. When you remove numbing dopamine, life gets sharper. Colors are brighter. Music hits deeper. Ideas flows faster. Conversations matter more. You stop scrolling past your life and start inhabiting it. That is what you're actually chasing with every dopamine detox. Field research from inside the trap, creating while caged. I work a 9-to-5 job. There, I said it. Every morning I wake up knowing I am trading hours of my life for money that barely covers my bills and subscriptions. Every day an idea hits me at work, something I want to write down, something I want to create and build. I have to suppress it because I am on someone else's clock. Most creators will hide this. They will wait until they made it to talk about freedom. I am documenting the friction in real time. And here's what I realized. My job isn't just funding my bills, it's providing me first-hand research about how employment limits human potentials. I create content about the trap while I am still in the trap. Why? Because that's where you are too. You are reading or watching this in a cage that you also are tolerating, a routine that numbs you, a life that is functional but not alive. Most creators speak from the mountaintop. I am broadcasting from the valley. And that's what makes me relatable and not aspirational. The constraint becomes the catalyst. I walk 10,000 steps at work, brainstorming ideas. I turned my commute into study time. I make my lunch break a writing session. I am not waiting for a perfect condition to live my creative life. I am squeezing creation out of limitation. When I finally break free, I will have documented every step of the escape. And this is the inside out method. Use your current prison to prove another way exists. The godlike creator filter. One question that ends all confusion. Here's the secret that simplified my entire life. I have one goal. Everything is evaluated against it. That goal, to become a godlike creator. Not just successful, not just better, specifically someone who lives in flow states where challenge and skills dance in harmony, who creates value unconcerned with outcomes, who pays the price for growth even when it's inconvenient, who operates with the stillness and knowledge of someone who has mastered their instrument. Every decision became binary. Number one, does this move me closer to becoming a godlike creator? If yes, do it. Two, does this move me away from it? If it is yes, eliminate it. Endless YouTube tutorials out. They scatter focus. Danko's teaching in. It illuminates my path. Mindless shopping Out. It is comfort seeking. Strategic investment in tools. In. They are capacity building. Relationship based on convenience. Out. They drain energy. Partnership based on truth. In. They sharpen perception. Most people's goals are very fuzzy. Be successful, make money, and live happy. Mine is methodological and specific. Be a godlike creator. The level of clarity creates a gravitational pull. It is not about willpower anymore. It is about identity for me. When you know who you are becoming, decisions make themselves.